Good morning, good morning. It is Thursday, July 9th, 2020. It's 100 degrees outside. It's 2:34 a.m. Today we will be doing our bike ride, but I'll also be going to get a couple running miles out before we start our ride. Let's talk about the journey of success. And let's talk about how it's a daunting task. It's very daunting because everybody comes into this world alone. And it's very rare that you find two individuals that are on course. And I mean two individuals that know each other, that want the same thing. But it's very rare that two individuals are on course to complete an objective that will propel not only their lives, but their legacy into another stratosphere. And what ends up happening is it creates a very lonely, isolated feeling. I mean, people could support you and people could encourage you, but at the end of the day, most will never understand what it means to try to break through barriers that, one, you've never broken through, two, you have no idea what it even takes. All you know is that every single day you keep churning your legs. You just keep churning your legs. And what you're expecting to get as a result of churning your legs is progress. Is to further the gap between where you are and where you want to be. But it's lonely because you're churning at 2:30 in the morning. You're churning when it's dark outside. You're churning when it's hot. You're churning when it's cold. You're churning your legs when there's zero visibility because the fog is so thick. You're churning when the gym is empty. You're churning the day after a holiday. You're churning on Saturday when everybody else is having fun. You're churning, but you're not seeing any results. But your faith has you believing that if you keep churning, the results will happen. And the funny thing, and I can always relate the churning process of success in life to the churning process and success in health. It took me a lot of churning before I seen any results in my body. I mean, literally, physically, any results. Because periodically I look at pictures and I take selfies and look at my body in the mirror and compare, and I'd see a little love handle here, a little love handle there, and pants still weren't fitting the way I wanted to, wasn't dropping down the sides that I want. The weight stayed the same for the longest. But I kept churning. And I'll tell you something, as you're churning in the physical weight loss, the body will start talking to you, meaning it will start giving you directions on what it needs to actually get over that hump, to push through to the results that you actually want to get. And life will talk to you too. To push you to the point you want to get the results you want to get. But you have to keep churning. And you got to pretty much have a resolve that I will churn until. And then as you're going along in the churning process, and you're just moving your legs, you'll have visions of what you're churning for, your goals. And if you keep those goals in front of you as you're churning, even though you may not see what's happening, you have an idea about what will happen. So what you do is you keep it in front of you to keep you encouraged to keep going. To keep churning. No matter what, come hell or high water, no matter what, because you know what's important. And you no longer give in to feelings. Because feelings come and go. The feeling that it will never happen will come and go. You just keep churning. You just keep moving your legs, believing that if you're not seeing results now, as long as you keep moving your legs, the reactor will start to work.